here we have Tyler Bradford coming to the cage, fighting out of Paradigm Fight Gym. Tyler is a full-time X-ray student at Lone Star College. Sounded like super loud, like I'm vibrating.
I'm off. I'm completely off.
How about now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that better?
Test, 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 test.
Test, test. I think that's better, huh?
Better. This is Tyler Bedford's amateur debut. Prior to this, he's had 2 Muay Thai fights, one for Legacy and one for Muay Thai Kingdom. He went 1-1 in those fights. Standing at 5'8", 155 pounds. Looking for a knockout in the first round. Perfect scenario finish. Here we have Tyler Bedford making his amateur debut.
Please welcome to the cage, Nathan Stanton.
Oh, goodness.
Must have not turned his music on time. Getting rickrolled.
And here we have Nathan Sugarfoot Stanton coming to the cage. Interesting choice of ring walk music.
He's actually singing it. Maybe he did pick it.
Hey everyone, my name is Diego. The gym out of there is out of Galveston County, Dickinson, Texas, League City.
And Mr. Diego, can you turn Jace's mic up a little bit and turn mine up a tad?
I guess we should introduce ourselves. We got Jace Petrie and Todd. I'm here with Todd Moore, commentating Fury Fighting Championship 12, September 10th. I know I didn't introduce myself at first.
Here we go with Nathan Sugarfoot Stanton, his amateur fighter. His amateur record is 1-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, your opening contest is scheduled for 3 rounds in the lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighing in at 155 pounds. Representing Paradigm, he has an amateur record of 1 win, 1 loss. This is Tyler Bradford! And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet, 11 inches tall, and weighing in at 155 pounds. Representing PMA, he has an amateur record of 1 win, no losses. Give it up for Nathan Stanton!
And the ring announcer's out. The cage door's closing now. We're about to get underway on our first fight.
The referee Chris Reed called the action.
And
this first fight is officially on their way.
Touch, glove touch. Not much of a feeling out process going here.
These guys are swinging lever early. There we go with some nice Muay Thai work with Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler's got some nice head kicks going. Setting it up with that jab. Turned with a nice head kick. Clinched up against the fence now. Some good knees from Stanton. Big right hand clocked him.
When asking Tyler about his favorite technique, he says he's looking for a big head kick. We've seen quite a few already.
Yeah, they're throwing some leather. These guys are not playing around. No feeling out at all.
These guys are finding very solid young fighters here. Tyler at 24 years of age. Nathan at age 20.
Yeah, I wonder if the jizzer's getting to him a little bit because they are throwing some heat.
They are going for broke right there.
Good switch to the body.
So far, we got a great striking war going on between these 2 young fighters.
Stanton looking for the single leg. Gotta watch out for that guillotine.
Nathan in trouble right now, in danger of a guillotine choke attempt by Mr. Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler needs to sink that right elbow.
And Nathan with a good escape. Keeping Tyler pinned to the cage.
Got a good back and forth battle here. I think Stanton kid looks a little bit stronger, maybe a little bit more in the gas tank right at this point.
They've expended a lot of energy. Exchange of leg kicks between the two fighters. See Taylor.
This is a good back and forth fight, very evenly matched up. Tyler in the center of the cage, trying to control that cage. Getting a little wild now, guys.
Tyler's doing an excellent job with controlling the striking aspect, showing that Muay Thai experience that he has. He has 2 Muay Thai fights under his belt already. You can see he feels very comfortable with his Muay Thai and this aspect.
Yeah, you can see that, but this Stanton kid isn't backing off. He's starting to touch him to the body a little bit, eats a right hand there.
Now we got Nathan Sugarford Stanton. He got that nickname for a reason.
Absolutely.
And we see a takedown by Stanton.
Landed right in half guard, too. He needs to look to pass right away. Oh, he gets reversed.
Very good.
Just got his hips a little bit too far under him, and Tyler took advantage of that. Bradford flipped him over.
This is Tyler's first cage fight. Nathan Stanton already has 1 fight. He's 1-0, seeing if he can keep his undefeated streak alive.
Bradford
for victory number 2.
Bradford with a cut-through pass there. He's got a deep underhook.
10 seconds left in the round, and we see a reversal by Stanton. Nice reversal. Trying to finish the round on top and finish strongly.
Great round. I don't know about you, Todd. I think that reversal might have won Stanton the round right there at the end.
Always great to finish the round on top. Both of those guys exerted a lot of energy in that particular round. I'm very impressed with their level of conditioning. These are 2 tough guys. Even though these are amateurs, they look like solid pros out there. I'm looking forward to seeing more fights of these 2 young fighters in the future.
Yeah, I agree. They need to clean it up a little bit. I think, you know, wait for the shots, set them up a little bit more. But both of those guys landed some good shots in that round. And I think both guys didn't really look hurt at all. But there was some nice punches landed, a few good kicks.
When speaking with Tyler Bradford earlier, his last Muay Thai fight was at 170 pounds. He learned from that fight that 155 is a more suitable weight class for him. And after, based off of that first round, I think he definitely feels more comfortable. And I'd have to agree with him that 55 is definitely more suitable for him at this in his career.
Yeah, he looks good there. He looks good at this weight. He's a little short for 170, a little small for 170. He's even the smaller man in this fight.
Nathan Stanton standing at 5'11", the younger fighter at 20 years of age.
I'd like to see a little bit better footwork.
And Stanton going for broke, throwing some heavy leather, working himself into the takedown against the cage. And he scores with a solid takedown for Nathan Stanton. He's got his neck currently stuck. He's not quite in danger at the moment yet, but now he's working to try to get a better positioning, and we see it. He's on the mounts, and he's in
up against the fence. He needs to move his head away from the fence.
Tyler is in trouble right now. He's trying to scramble, but he's giving up his back in the process. Interesting position, almost like a modified twister position, but Tyler gets almost a reversal, but now we see an omoplata attempt by Nathan Stanton.
Some slick jiu-jitsu there, but he ends up on his back.
And then Tyler is able to get the reversal and put Stanton on his back. Good transitions from these 2 young fighters.
A little bit more control, and I think he would have
Stanton going for a modified head and arm choke from a standing position. You don't see too many of those, do you, Jace?
No, you don't. Right here, he's got his leg trapped, though, so it's going to be a little bit difficult for him. He's going to end up on his back here, but he locked up a Kimura. Kid passed. He's going to flip him with it.
Tyler with a Kimura attempt.
He might finish him here.
Stanton is in deep trouble right now. If Stanton can step over the head, as you're saying. Stanton might scramble out of this. He's making it difficult for Tyler to finish.
His hips are in the wrong position. He's going to
Tyler's losing his balance, and we see him on his back, but he still has a Kimura locked.
Yeah, that Kimura is one of my favorite grips in no-gi. It's one of the strongest grips. Even if you end up in a bad position, you can get a reversal, and that's exactly what happened for Tyler there.
I give Tyler credit. He is not giving up with that Kimura lock. Well, he just let it go right now. He opted to go for a little bit of ground and pound. Wants to punish him, take advantage of his positioning.
Yeah, I think he's a little high. He needs to put a little bit more pressure on him. He switches to the back. He needs to make sure he doesn't get flipped off here.
Stanton trying to stay strong and working, put Tyler on his back. And he just tried to pass. He realized he went to the wrong side there, and he transitioned back to a guard. Looking for a little wrist control, possibly a triangle here. Triangle attempt by Tyler.
That wrist control game is paramount in no-gi. You really have to control that wrist from the top if you don't want to get triangled.
Nathan Stanton is not in a good position right here. Oh, he stepped over, made it difficult for Tyler to finish.
Some solid transitions going on from these guys, some solid scrambles.
I'm very impressed with these two young fighters. First round, we got to see a lot of excellent Muay Thai work, and this round, we got to see just the opposite, a lot of good ground game.
Absolutely. And now you got Stanton there with that heavy crossface. Let go of it, and you got it recovered. Still that wrist control game. That wrist control game is hurting Stanton. He needs to learn how to control that wrist. He doesn't want to get triangled. Seems like he's pretty comfortable with his triangle defense and stepping over and things like that, but when you get a really solid guy and you get that triangle locked up, it's going to be really hard to get out.
Yeah, Stanton was able to fight out of that position, ended the round on top, but he was stuck in a triangle attempt by Tyler at the end of that round. So,
I mean, that's anybody's round right there. There's a lot of back and forth, very little striking, like you were saying before, Todd. You know, the first round was all striking, and then we got to see some of these guys ground game there, and that just speaks to what we were talking about earlier, how fighters, even amateurs, are so well-rounded now. They know the positions, they know the transitions, they have the striking. That the wrestling, I think the wrestling on Stanton's a little bit better than Bradford, but solid fight.
It's going to be interesting to see this third round and just seeing how the mentality of these fighters, seeing if they may need the knockout for the win. Some might have it 1-1 apiece, and that the winner of this round is going to win the fight. So it's going to be interesting to see how these fighters are going to react and respond to this round in this fight. See who wants it more.
Yeah, they're going to have to dig deep here if they want the win. I think it could be very well be 1-1.
Our third and final round between Tyler Bradford and Nathan Sugarford Stanton. Tyler working his Muay Thai that he's very comfortable with. Oh, exchange of high kicks by both fighters.
Yeah, they're swinging for the fences.
They're going for broke. Third round, looking for the finish. They don't want to let the judges decide the fight on this one. These two fighters want to take it in their own hands. We just saw a solid right hand by Nathan Stanton. Stanton backing Tyler up into the cage. Let's see if he's looking for the takedown. See Tyler working that wizard for a little bit of defense.
Yeah, it looks like Stanton wanted to stifle that striking, so put him up against the fence.
Tyler with a hip throw attempt. Now he just gave up his back, and he's in deep trouble now.
Yeah, this might very well win him the round if he doesn't finish him.
Stanton in position to possibly end the fight. Figure 4 from the back. Might see him try to transition to the mount. Oh. There it is right there. Let's see if he goes for ground and pound, or if we see if he's going to go for another submission attempt.
Yeah, Bradford on the bottom is doing a pretty good job staying busy. Whenever he's been on the bottom, he's always stayed busy, and that's what you have to do when you're on the bottom. You have to move. Cannot stay there.
This deep in the fight, conditioning is a heavy factor. Sometimes you can win a fight based off of conditioning alone if you out-hustle your opponent. This third round started hard and heavy, but now the pace is slowed.
And Stanton's desperately trying to pass, but he's not really using any real technique. He's just trying to step over anytime he sees Bradford's legs open. And, you know, when a guy scrambles and he's good at recovering, it's hard to do that.
We see a triangle attempt by Tyler.
Same thing with the wrist control. He keeps giving up the wrist control. He keeps getting triangled.
Just like you were saying, Jace, Tyler was doing a good job working that wrist controls, being patient. Now we see him in the submission attempt. Stanton's able to slip out, though.
Yeah, you can tell he's pretty confident with his triangle defense. I would just prefer to not be there at all.
No, I hear you.
Got a bicep slicer going, but he let it go.
You don't see too many of those bicep slicers finishes.
No, you don't.
And we have them in an interesting scramble right here. This could be deciding the fight. See Tyler going for broke, seeing if he's going to go for it. Throwing some heavy leather to end this round. 10 seconds. These fighters are going to opt to throw down.
This is a candidate for fight of the night right here, guys.
Tyler looking for a last-minute takedown, last-minute suplex, and he scores.
I think it might have won him the fight right there.
Strong finish.
Great
Gonna
fight.
Be good job by both fighters. Very impressive.
Excellent fight.
Can you hear me? Yes.
That was a damn good fight.
Excellent fight by both fighters. I was extremely impressed by both, with the skills that both of these fighters displayed. And so, despite both of them telling me about their striking experience, they showed a lot of good groundwork. As we were talking earlier, a lot of the fighters these days are just so well-rounded that it's very hard just to find just a traditional striker or a traditional grappler step into the cage, no matter what the level is.
And you know what? They both had really good gas tanks. At the end of that fight, to be able to lift a guy up and suplex him, because that wasn't just a fight where you dance around. I mean, when you're getting hit, it takes a lot out of you, and these guys were hitting each other. So
yeah,
I was impressed with the conditioning too.
I agree with you there. They were definitely going for broke. They were throwing some heavy leather in that fight. Going to be interesting to see who wins this, with who the judges give to this particular matchup.
I think based on that slam in the first round, I think I got Bradford winning it. It was a close one though, and this, you know, this Stanton kid has nothing to hang his head about. I mean, that's a 20-year-old kid who's got a world.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for the decision. All 3 judges scored the fight 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Tyler Bradford.
I agree with the decision. It was very close, but he put it on at the end. This kid has nothing to be ashamed of. Like I said, man.
I agree with you there. Both fighters fought hard. Tyler just coming on the better end of that fight. As I say, Nathan Stanton has a long career ahead of him. He's going to learn from this, and it's just an amateur fight. He can reset once he turns a pro.
You're 100% right. I say that all the time, is that, you know, in the amateurs, your goal is to get the toughest fights. It's to get as many as you can, because once you turn pro, you cannot go back. And yeah, he got more out of that tonight than he would get 3 fights winning in the first round of knockout.